So I searched on Play Store, YouTube, Google, and pretty much anywhere I could find something on which screen recorder app was the best. And not surprisingly, there were a lot of options and reviews. So I went on to install every single one of these apps that looked or seemed good enough. And after a lot of digging, I found out which ones are really the best and why. So here are the 5 best screen recorder apps for Android users, gamers, and content creators like myself. Okay, so here are the things you need to consider when choosing a screen recorder. You need to look at the app UI, the video configuration settings, the control settings, watermark and ads, live streaming, the editor, the tools available, the audio settings, and storage directory settings. You also need to look at the languages in which this app is available. I arranged this list according to level of importance from top to bottom. Do stay till the end of this video because I'll be giving the VIP Pro pack of some of these apps for free. So the first app at number 5 is the Dyou Recorder.
You may call me V.
Now you might be wondering why I recommend this app when you can't even get the common 1080p resolution with no watermark for free, and there's ads popping up from all over. I admit the 1080 VIP thing is a little extreme considering the 1080p resolution has become a normal thing for content creators. So why would I recommend this trash? Well, that's because even with all the restrictions, it's no trash at all. This app holds the best video editor compared to any other screen recorder app out there. It's even better than some video editor apps on Play Store. And I'm not trying to hype it. Honestly, when I first installed the app and saw the 1080 VIP blur, I thought, nope, this is not a good screen recorder app. But it really is. I found that you can temporarily unlock any of the VIP features by watching a 20-second ad video. Really nice since that's how they keep this app free. So things like the 1080 or 2K display and watermark customizations can easily be unlocked. Besides, 720p resolution with 12 MB per second of video quality at a 60 FPS frame rate is not bad at all. Also, they tell you how to enable the show touches feature from your developer options, which not many screen recorders even bother to do, so that's a plus on this one. If you don't know what the developer option is or does and you'd like me to do a video about it, leave a comment down below saying yes, do it, and I'll make sure to check that. The app has all the essential tools like camera, brush, and screenshots, but it doesn't support live streaming, which is really bad, and the storage method is just not good enough. If you want to store videos in your external memory like your SD card, let's just say you don't get to choose where and the app makes a really bad choice for you, making videos stored in your SD card really hard to find. But this is not a problem if you're storing videos in your internal memory. It's also available in up to 20 different languages. Does anyone know what the language translation option could be in Chinese? So next is screen recorder, no ads. Now this is my favorite on the list mainly because it's free with no ads as the name suggests, and it's what I used to create this video. I'd have given it best screen recorder app if not that it doesn't support live streaming and its video editor is not much of an editor at all. All it does is stream videos, which is really bad. Looking at the settings area, this app is like a recording studio. Starting with the control settings, it has the recording modes with 3 different options, default and advanced engine 1 and 2. I left it at 2 since it says higher frame rate. The countdown settings and the fully customizable magic button, which is like an invisible button you use to control your recordings. Really handy. And then there's a few stop options. Over to the video settings, which admittedly, some of them I don't understand. They're like pro stuff. You can set the file name format, prefix used to save files, video resolution, and I did not expect this. It has so many video resolutions, I had to Google search my phone screen resolution and aspect ratio in order to create this video. With regular orientation settings, and yep, up to 40 megabytes of video quality at an outstanding 120 fps. This is more than anyone needs. At this point I feel it's the maker's trying to hype all this. But while I'm not sure about the 40 megabytes video quality, the 120 fps and high resolution seemed much like the real deal. So I'm calling it. This app has the highest and best video quality and settings out there. Besides all that, it has video encoder options, if you know what that means. And unlike all the other apps on this list, this one actually has audio settings. It's not just some button that says record audio. You can choose the audio quality from 64 to 320 kilobytes per second. The sample rate, source, encoder. This app is basically a studio. It also has the show touches button and tells you how to enable it from your developer options. And the storage directory settings is the best any of these apps can be, because you get to choose the exact location where you want to store your videos, whether in your SD card or internal memory. Its overlay settings holds the camera option. You can set your logo to display on videos along with a banner text. That's like a personalized watermark, and for free. You also set your screenshot quality, which most of these apps don't put into consideration, ranging from 80 to 100% JPEG, PNG or WebP. And just to note, the app doesn't screenshot itself. There's the night mode theme settings with 6 different options, varying light and dark themes. This app's settings is just too much. Honestly, if you're not looking at video editing and live streaming, this app is the best screen recorder on Play Store. Also, it has over 40 different language translations. That's a lot. Number 3. Super Screen Recorder. Okay, so this app doesn't have much vlogs. There's not much talk about it, but it is its own studio with max video configuration of 1080p and an option to record at your own screen resolution, 12 megabytes per second video quality at 60 fps frame rate. It doesn't nearly beat our previous app in video configuration, but it's still more than enough for most creators. At the record option, it has 2 recording modes: customizable watermark text and logo for free. Over to the control settings, we see the screenshot sound settings and the storage settings, which is one of the bad features this app has. That along with ads pop-up. So basically the app is good at everything important, which is why it's number 2. At the editing area, I just love how it looks, really professional and not so hard to learn. It has any clip edit feature you can think of in a screen recorder. At the floating window, we see the tools icon and its live streaming button through YouTube and Facebook. This app is just good. Also, the app has 18 different languages. Done with that, let's look at our number 2, which is the Aset Recorder. There's a lot of talk about this app online, and it's definitely not overrated. It has a better combination of all the required features of a screen recorder than all our previous apps. With max video configuration of 1080p resolution, 12 megabytes per second of video quality at up to 60 fps frame rate, splendid control settings with the magic button feature, and a lot more stop options than the previous apps. It also supports fully customizable text and image overlays, along with tools like camera, brush, and screenshots. Now, why is Aset number 2? It has a very good editor which does what you want it to do, and it supports live streaming through YouTube and Facebook. Its camera settings is nice, and the storage method is really good in the Pro version. As promised, I've left a link in the description where you can get the Pro APK files. Also, it's available in over 40 different languages. Sitting on number 1. This app's no longer on the Play Store, but it's still being recommended in many blogs. So I tried it out, and turns out it has the best combined features to make the best screen recorder app. This is none other than the Dyou Recorder. You're currently viewing the Pro app, which you can get from the Telegram channel in the description. With max video configuration 1080p, 12 MB per second, 60 FPS. It doesn't nearly beat our number 4 in video settings, but it does give more than most people need. It has good storage directory settings. As for the control settings, it's pretty much the same as AZ with recording modes added. It has the essentials like camera, brush, screenshots, with additions like GIF recorder and the rest. The app also has the Show Touches enablement feature and 2 fully customizable watermarks, one for live streaming and the other for normal recordings. Speaking of live streaming, this brings us to why Dyou Recorder is number 1. It can live stream from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, RTMP, and can even multi-stream across different platforms, which is a really important feature for gamers and creators. And its video editor is better than Aset Recorder in terms of features, ending number 1. Also, it's available in over 40 different languages. Leave a comment down below on which recorder you think is best. Here's an overview of the recorders and what makes them good. To get the Pro version of some of the apps as promised, join the Telegram channel in the description and search for the app you'd like to download. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.